A very good afternoon to you. Glad to have you join us on the news at 2 right here on Ogtv, the People's Telly. I am Dominic Agbea. Don't forget you can watch us on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now to the news in full. Kaduna State government has rescued 13 children who were allegedly trafficked out of the state by a syndicate operating across several regions of Nigeria. The Commissioner for Human Services and Social Development, Ajia Rabi Salisu, speaking to journalists, revealed that the children were initially taken from Kaduna to Abuja and then moved to Enugu by the traffickers. The Commissioner added that the identities of the children were tampered with by the traffickers to conceal their origins. Salisu, giving more insight, said 11 of the children were received from the Kaduna State Police Command on March 24, 2025, after arrests were made in connection with the cases. She further explained that 5 members of the gang revealed that their ring leader runs an orphanage in Abuja, used as a front for the trafficking. The Commissioner called on parents searching for missing children to come forward with relevant evidence. Troops under Operation Safe Haven have uncovered a plot by Islamic State West African Province, ISWAP, to establish operational bases in Plateau and Bauchi State. According to a statement signed by the media officer, Major Samson Zakum, on Sunday, troops arrested 2 suspected ISWAP members during a sting operation on April 11 around Yowa area in the Shandam local government area of Plateau State. The suspects, identified as 25-year-olds Abdulkabir Dalhatu and Baidu Ezen, were said to be operating under the cover of tailoring to secretly facilitate ISWAP's expansion into the north-central states. Preliminary investigations revealed that the dough was sent by an ISWAP commander to set up new cells in Plateau and Bauchi. There is need to reinvent culture, as it is a strong but underrated element in security policy and architecture. Therefore, in a collective interest to tackle the scourge of insecurity, culture must not be underestimated. This was a statement by the Onirete of Irete Jabu Oba Abdulganiyu Bukoya Yusufu during a press briefing on the 2025 Irete Owola celebration. Nkem Ago was at Onirete of Irete Jabu Palace in Odogbolu local government area of the state, the venue of the briefing. A report.
Irete Owola Day 2025 celebration is the first of its kind in the history of Irete community, which projects the rich culture and values of the people. In a press briefing, which had in attendance royalty from other towns who came to show support, Irete in council, chiefs, and other notable dignitaries, the Onirete of Irete Jebu, Oba Abdulganiyu Awokoya Yusufu, revealed that the celebration is a cultural melting point for indigents, visitors, and settlers. Oba Awokoya Yusufu advocated the reinvention of culture and strong infusion of it in the security setting of the nation, and pleaded with the state government to bring in more investors who could help develop the town.
In hosting Irete Owola Day, this is a city in the mid 16th century, 17th centuries, when it was the prime mover of economy the whole Nigeria. This is one of the major towns that collected taxes for Abuja. From Ogtv, when Ogtv was a vibrant market in olden days, both before the Western Nigeria and during the Western Nigeria.
On behalf of the community, the chairman planning committee, Said Dosun, spoke on richness, beauty, and depth of the celebration, saying the week-long activities.
We are going to have Juma service, by God's grace, and we use this opportunity to call everybody to join us to give thanks and adoration to Almighty Allah. The governor will be here to honor our people because the governor has been supporting us in our community. So we will all be happy to see him among us.
Oba Abugani Awokoya Yusufu called on Irete's sons and daughters globally, friends and well-wishers to the town to come out in mass to be part of the event. Meanwhile, to begin the week-long activities was a marathon race competition, which was sponsored by Honorable Lukman Adeleye, who said the competition was to encourage the youth.
With the vision of the state in identifying hidden talents within our community, just like you have said, the sports festival is coming, financing activities like this, we fish out talents that are hidden in our various community, and that is what we have seen this morning.
After slugging it out among the male and female categories, Damilare Oguyemi and Wonsi Balogun came first respectively. In Ken Agu, Ogtv News.
Residents of Ogun State will continue to enjoy the dividends of democracy as the present administration has reaffirmed its commitment to providing essential amenities. This assurance was given by the Special Advisor to the State Governor on Sustainable Development Goals and Water Resources, Damilola Otubanjo, during an inspection tour of water supply facilities in Ogun West Senatorial District. Ayodeji Tomoriolu reports.
A delegation from Ogun State Water Corporation, led by the Special Advisor to Ogun State Governor on Sustainable Development Goals and Water Resources, Damilola Otubanjo, embarked on an assessment tour of water treatment plants and supply schemes across Ogun West. The tour began at the Papalanto Water Treatment Plant, extending to booster stations and water schemes in the region. Otubanjo stated that the inspection aimed to evaluate the functionality of the facility and determine necessary revitalization measures.
The administration of Prince Dr. Abiodun is very, very much committed to ensuring that we turn things around in the water sector. Water is life. Water is critical to welfare and well-being. Ensuring adequate clean water improves on not just the well-being but the socio-economic impact of people, because there's a lot of rigor that people go through to get potable water, and it's quite expensive indeed to put the infrastructures in place. But we are very committed as a team. I have very dedicated and vibrant team that are working in the Water Corporation.
Consultants to Ogun State Governor on Water Resources, Alaja Moinot Jaji, also emphasized the government's dedication to improving water supply.
Papa Lanto is working, and that scheme can supply Ifuakiside, Hilaro, and Papa. But Iboro too is working, so we only need to work on the gensets as well as link up with the repair work and the laying of pipe network going on in town. I know by the time that one is done, people at Iboro will also get water.
Other facilities inspected include Ifo Akinshide Water Scheme, Ela Water Scheme, Ilaro Reservoir and Booster Scheme, Owodeyewa Borehole Scheme, Agility Package Treatment Plant, Iboro Borehole Scheme. Ayodeji Tomori Olumi, Ogtv News.
543 students have officially been matriculated into various departments of learning in Vision University at Dodwater, Ogun State. Olashile Shotunde reports that the Chancellor and Chairman Board of Trustees, Dr. Prophetess Ngozi Okafor of the Vision University, urged the newly admitted students to aim for excellence and keep the flag flying. It was the second of its kind in the history of the Citadel of Learning. Shotunde covered the event. Details of his report are presented in this package.
These are students from across the country after fulfilling the basic requirements by Vision University, Ikogo, Adodwater, Ogun State, now being officially absorbed into the institution to kickstart the 2024-25 academic session. The Chancellor and the Chairman, Board of Trustees, Dr. Prophetess Ngozi Okafor, and the Pro-Chancellor, Professor Shegun Awolusi, congratulated matriculants for officially joining the Citadel of Learning, while charging them to manage their freedom with discipline and study in line with its vision of impacting excellence. in the students.
The roles of moral rectitude and academic excellence in Mission University swiftly came in the public domain. Today, we are matriculating our second set of students, numbering 543.
We are now in a place where a teacher doesn't come with a whip or a cane. So you are free to attend lectures, you are free also not to attend lectures. You are free to pass, you are free to fail. And so everything is freedom. But the cardinal thing behind freedom is discipline. How do you use discipline to manage freedom?
With its core values of integrity, perseverance, accountability, community-mindedness, courage, critical thinking, godliness, self-control, and innovation, dignitaries flogged the event as they urged the newly admitted students to abide by the rules and regulations of the institution and participate actively in all activities of the university.
I feel very happy, especially for the upliftment and speed growth of the school. I want to say I'm very grateful for admitting me into this school as a student of Vision University.
Studying here is actually very nice. We have different kinds of practicals that we do, and we actually enjoy it.
Over 540 students were admitted into various departments.
I'm very excited and happy. This is a second matriculation, and there's a difference between the first matriculation and second. The intake of students was so great, and I cannot stop being grateful to God. It was beyond our expectation, but we know that next year will be better.
Happiness has been nature. I'm very happy. I'm not doing anything different. Only that God is just helping us. It's God's grace.
The disposition of the matriculants, parents, and guardians cannot be mistaken, as joy was evident with determined faces, hopeful for a brighter future ahead. Olashile Shotunde, Ogtv News.
From its humble beginnings of 33 students for the 2023-2024 academic session, Alethea University Agoiwe is growing in leaps and bounds as 204 students were inducted for the 2024-2025 academic session, marking a significant milestone. This expansion stresses the institution's commitment to accessible quality education. Details in this package.
The second matriculation ceremony of Alethea University Agoiwe marks the formal induction of students into the academic community. Taking the oath, the 204 students cutting across 3 colleges pledged to uphold the values and principles of the institution, Alethea University.
I also promise and affirm that I will not become a member of any secret cult, illegitimate group, association, union, or organization.
The guest lecturer, Professor Kehinde Adesina Thomas, while delivering a thought-provoking lecture, University Education Beyond Certificates, Alethea University model, stressed that education goes beyond obtaining a certificate.
University education has evolved to address the needs of the interconnected global community. It equips individuals with the problem-solving skill necessary to navigate varieties of challenges. Beyond this, it helps students to develop influential leaders, adaptable professionals, and active members of society who value diversity.
The founder of the institution, retired Major General Sansadiu Awosoya, and the Vice Chancellor of the institution, Professor Amos Onosoya, assured of more academic and physical development.
We boast of having no less than 16 well-equipped laboratories in sciences and engineering.
We are having College of Law in the next 3 months. Can you clap for that? We are having the College of Medical and Allied Sciences. And we are also adding the College of Agriculture.
18 out of the 33 pioneer students were rewarded for their academic performance by Brent Mortgage Bank, while Muftau Adetayo Adekoya Education Trust Fund gave a scholarship award to 20 students for punctuality. Alethea University, Agoiwe, founded in 2023, is a fully accredited private university with a goal of providing quality education and promoting research.
And away from education now, Nigerians have been charged to move closer to God and serve Him wholeheartedly for them to gain eternity. The Bishop, Catholic Diocese of Abeokuta, Most Reverend Peter Odetoyibo, gave the charge during the 2025 Cathedraticum celebration held at St. Martin Catholic Church, Nigeria Police Force Headquarters in Liviano, Abeokuta. Tony Ogudekwe's report is presented in this package.
The annual event is to showcase solidarity and support for the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Abeokuta in his task of shepherding the flock in his care. Members of the St. Martin Chaplaincy, Nigerian Police Force Elewero Abeokuta, trooped out in mass to welcome their shepherd, Most Reverend Peter Odetoyibo, to their midst. In his sermon, Bishop Odetoyibo thanked the faithfuls for their support these past years, with a charge on them to abide in God's word and showcase His precepts in their daily endeavors.
God is faithful, God is good. And you and I standing here are testimonies of the faithfulness of God. From the readings of the day is about testimonies, you and I, testimonies of the promise of God.
The liturgical ceremony witnessed the commissioning of a new church hall and foundation laying of a Miriam grotto. Faithfuls of the chaplaincy appreciated God for witnessing another cathedraticum, assuring the bishop of improved support to the faith.
A charge to fellow believers is that let everybody put their hands together. In the midst of all this hard time, let us find time to serve God. Let us find time to trust God, trust Him and trust Him enough. And the true test of our faith comes in the moment of challenges. We shouldn't deny our faith, even in the face of this trial. Let us continue to be who we are in the sight of Christ.
Catholic and non-Catholics, that they should also do well to respect, to honor the seat of the leaders of their church. It is good on a yearly basis, even more often.
Prayers thereafter were offered for the peace and progress of the work of God, Police Command, Ogun State, and Nigeria at large.
Now to the foreign scene. At least 31 people are dead, including 2 children, after 2 ballistic missiles struck the northeastern city of Sumy. Ukraine's state emergency service said. Officials say 84 others are injured, including 10 children, as Ukrainian President Zelensky condemned the horrific strikes, which hit an ordinary city street. Russia will continue dragging this war without strong pressure, Zelensky says, adding in Moscow they are convinced they can keep killing with impunity. This comes after Russian President Vladimir Putin held talks with U.S. envoy Stephen on Friday, which focused on aspects of Ukrainian settlement, the Kremlin said. And now to the world of sports. Arsenal's faint Premier League title hopes were effectively extinguished as a late equalizer from Yoane Wissa and Brentford a 1-1 draw at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday. Mikel Arteta's side were on a high after their stunning 3-0 win over Champions League holders Real Madrid in the quarter-final first leg in North London on Tuesday. But the second-placed Gunners were unable to use the momentum from that remarkable victory to put pressure on Premier League leaders Liverpool. Although Thomas Partey gave Arsenal the lead in the second half, Vissa's leveller left them 10 points behind Liverpool, who host West Ham in their game in hand. And as we end the news, let us remind you, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. And that's the news. Many thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.